Hello everyone. My name is Maryland Gabales Tandog. I'm a school principal in the Department of Education Division of Malaybalay City with over 20 years of experience in education. My passion for improving our schools led me to pursue a master's degree in educational administration at Bukidnon State University, and I'm currently enrolled in their Doctor of Philosophy program in the same field. Today, I'd like to present my research on technological leadership practices of elementary school administrators, basis for capacity building plan. This topic is particularly close to my heart because I've witnessed firsthand the potential of technology to transform education. However, I've also seen the challenges faced by school leaders in integrating technology effectively. This study aims to understand these challenges and develop a plan to empower administrators to become stronger technological leaders. By doing so, we can create a more innovative and technology proficient learning environment for our learners. Educational technology exists to improve the quality of education and enhance the learning process in schools. A capacity building plan for technology can magnify the processes in schools and facilitate the better performance of school administrators in the educational system as it emphasizes the effectiveness and efficiency. Technology makes lives easier as it improves the ways we carry out our daily activities, from easy access to abundant information to better carry out different situations. School leaders should be acquainted with technological skills since they are the main resource in school to provide technical assistance to teachers and learners, especially in the utilization of technology and in the digital teaching and learning process. This study assessed the technological leadership practices of school administrators and the problems they encountered in the elementary schools of the division of Malaybalay City. The path goal leadership theory posits that leaders can influence follower motivation, satisfaction, and performance by clarifying the path to achieving goals and providing support. That's from House 1996. The theory states that technology leadership is the concern with leaders guiding their subordinates towards ICT goals. Leaders help followers' motivation by making the path goal clear and removing obstacles or roadblocks that followers might meet in the process of goal attainment. Path goal theory is a contingency theory, meaning the effectiveness of a leader's behavior depends on the specific situation. House 1996. Technological leadership practices of elementary school administrators in the following dimensions: visionary leadership, digital age learning culture, excellence in professional practice, systematic improvement, and digital citizenship, and also problems encountered by elementary school administrators and creating capacity building plan. This study employed a descriptive research design using a survey questionnaire based on the Principal's Technology Leadership Survey or PTLS and interviews to gather data from 62 public elementary school administrators across 10 districts of the division of Malaybalay City. Statistical analysis methods were used to analyze the collected data. Statistical methods like mean, standard deviation, frequency counts, and ranking were used to analyze the data. The study found that elementary school administrators generally practice technological leadership to a high degree. However, they face challenges such as limited technological infrastructure, lack of training, and resistance to adopting new technology. These findings highlight the need for capacity building initiatives to address the challenges faced by administrators. The study proposed a plan to support their technological leadership practices. This study examines the current state of technological leadership among elementary school administrators in the division of Malaybalay City. The findings suggest that the current practice is number one, all elementary school administrators in the division of Malaybalay City practice only individualized technological leadership. Number two, there are a few undefined technological leadership practices in schools. And number three, no capacity building plan to address the challenges in technological leadership of school administrators. That is why our gold champion here is number one, to capacitate elementary school administrators. Number two, design, develop, and implement tools to supervise and monitor technological leadership practices employed by elementary school administrators. And number three, institutionalize technological integration among schools in the division of Malaybalay City. The study found that elementary school administrators in Malaybalay City Division generally practice technological leadership across 5 key areas. However, they also face challenges such as limited resources and resistance to change. This highlights the need for additional support. The study proposes a capacity building plan to address these challenges. This plan includes 1. Training for school heads on integrating technology into teaching, learning, and administration. Number 2, improve access to technology through programs like the computerization program. Number 3, upgrading internet infrastructure to ensure sufficient bandwidth. Number 4, encouraging school administrators to participate in training and development opportunities related to technological leadership. Number 5, conducting research to measure the effectiveness of technological leadership practices and inform future initiatives. These are the references of the study. A study on technological leadership in the division of Malaybalay City of elementary schools found administrators were generally committed to integrating technology but faced limitations like resource access. To address this, the study proposes a capacity building plan to enhance their technological leadership skills and ultimately improve the use of technology in education. Despite their efforts, administrators face challenges like limited technological infrastructures, lack of training, and resistance to adopting new technology. These limitations could hinder the full potential of technological leadership in improving schools. And the outcomes. The study's key outcome is the proposed capacity building plan. This plan aims to address the identified challenges by providing training for school heads on effectively integrating technology into various aspects of their work, improved access to technology through existing programs like the computerization program, and upgraded internet infrastructure to ensure better connectivity. Opportunities also for school administrators to participate in professional development focused on technological leadership. A framework for conducting research to measure the effectiveness of technological leadership practices informing future initiatives for continuous improvement. By implementing this capacity building plan, the study aims to empower administrators to become more effective technology leaders. This, in turn, could lead to enhanced teaching and learning experiences with technology integration in classrooms, improved school administration through the use of technology for tasks like data analysis and communication, a more positive and supportive digital learning culture within the schools. And as overall, the study provides a valuable snapshots of the current state of technological leadership in the division of Malaybalay City Elementary Schools. By identifying both strengths and weaknesses, it lays the foundation for a capacity building plan that has the potential to to significantly improve the use of technology for educational purposes. As educators, we stand at the forefront of preparing our learners for a future heavily influenced by technology. Imagine classrooms where technology seamlessly enhances learning, ignites curiosity, and empowers learners to become creators, not just consumers of information. This future is within reach, but it requires leaders who can bridge the gap between technology and effective pedagogy. This study has provided valuable insights into the current state of technological leadership within our schools, and we've seen glimpses of the potential, the dedication of our administrators, and the challenges they faced. The capacity building plan presented here is not simply a response to limitations, but a roadmap, a guide to unlock the immense potential of technology in our schools. By investing in our leaders, we invest in the future of our learners. Let's embrace the opportunity to create a learning environment that is not only innovative but also fosters a love for learning that will stay with our students for years to come. With leaders bold and technology in hand, we'll transform schools across the land. Thank you very much for your time and consideration. God bless us all.